ladies and gentlemen. Green flag racing for the first time out of turn number 4. Downey Bridge is going to be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door, and here comes Matt Castle trying to find a way around. Here comes the 42 of Tim Boudreau to the inside of Castle. Not going to be there down the backstretch. Still battling, trying to jockey for the top spot. And the turn number 4, one to the books is going to put the 164 of Downey on the point. Jason Downey in Maryland, Texas. Working that 164 ride around the middle group of the racing service. Castle with an opportunity there with the 46 of Randy Bridges. Not going to be enough in turns 1 and 2. Going to have to go back to the drawing board after that one's going to get erased here on that lap. Tim Boudreau in the 42 looking down the inside of the 75 of Matt Castle. Not going to be there for him. Going to try it once again here in turns 3 and 4. Castle's going to get the outside groove position and advantage down into turns 1 and 2. Boudreau trying to work the bottom groove in the racing service once again. Dave Goff out of the area and out of the ride, so they're going to fill it with old Tim Boudreau. Goff's going out of town. He's in Abilene getting himself a good old edumacation right now, getting an education right now. 75 of Matt Castle gets some things figured out for him in that black and silver 75 as the white flag waves on your race leader, the 164 of Jason Downey. Downey's worked the same groove here through the middle of the racing service here for heat race number 1. Going to try to lock this thing in around the top groove in 3 and 4. On a turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, 164, Jason Downey. Randy Bridges is going to pick up that second place spot, and at the stripe, holding it on, 75 of Matt Castle Jr. in 3rd. Here we are, out of turn 4, green flag racing. Yates is going to lead him down into turns 1 and 2, our last race here at the 105. Bubba Gates and Howard Willis put on a 12-lap clinic, battling for position lap after lap. We're going to see if Gates is going to carry that over here tonight. So far, that looks to be the case. Trying to work his way here in the 77W, Brad Wells. Back in the Sport Mod here this season at 105 Speedway. Inside line, Chad King with the 41's got that car standing up through turns 3 and 4. Going to try to look to the inside of the 14K of Blackman. Not going to be there in turns 1 and 2, but right now, song and dance for Bubba Gates in the 16G on the point, but here comes the 3T of Robert Carson having to deal with the 77W Brad Wells. Wells is closing on Carson. The stripe on the last lap. He's only 7/10 behind him. Things may change a little bit here as the battle begins to heat up. With Bill Blackman and Chad Hughes right now. Hughes working up the outside groove of turns 1 and 2. Hughes is going to get into the wall a little bit, going to slow him down off the pace, gathers it back up. Here through turns 3 and 4. 14, Bill Blackman holding on, holding strong. Through the racing service, he's going to push up from the tire, the tight there, turns 1 and 2. Brad Wells closing the gap. Behind the 3T of Robert Carson. Loses the goose on the exit of turn 4 for the 14 of Blackman. So 2 good battles shaping up between Carson, Wells, Blackman, and Hughes as the white flag wave from the 16G of Bubba Gates. Wells is going to look down to the bottom groove of the racing service. Here comes the 14 of Blackman to the top. Hughes is going to follow. Wells trying to find his way around out of turn 3 and 4. Your race leader and winner of heat race number 2, the 16G of Bubba Gates. Joe Butler Sr. is going to hold on to the second place spot. Robert Carson is going to pick up 3rd. Willis Kelly Garcia 1-7 into roll in 3 and 4, and out of turn 4 we are green flag racing for the third and final time in our limited modified heat races. Once again, 21 cars checked in tonight, 3 heat races. Howard Willis trying to work his way around the inside of Skeeter Kulikowski. Issues there for Michael Brown. Jerry LeCompte's going to get on by there in the 34G down the back chute. And we do stay clean and green through lap number 1. Darren Blake in the 14D out of Montgomery, Texas, trying to get a little bit of a run there on the 29D of Michael Brown. It's moves 1 and 2. Caution flag is out. In the start zone, we're in the start zone. Here we are, exit of turn 4. We are back underway. 1 down, 7 more to go in heat race number 3. Howard Willis glow in the binders here on his way into turns 1 and 2. Goes to the top shelf to change things up. Darren Blake 14, he makes a big move to the outside to get around the outside of the 29D of Michael Brown. Willis follow the leader right now, sticking behind the 14D of Blake. He's now going to try to cross between the two. Willis shuts the door on the 29D of Michael Brown, puts the deadbolts in it, and gets in the car and leaves the driveway. Willis and Blake going to be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door here momentarily through turns 1 and 2 as Willis is going to have the whole shot on 2 down the back chute. He's now the crosshair set on the 34G of Jerry LeCompte out of Cleveland, Texas. LeCompte working the middle groove of the racing service. Howard Willis is going to go top down here in turns 1 and 2. On up 2 down the back chute. We're going to be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door. Howard Willis is going to get a little bit of the advantage in turns 3 and 4. They are going to touch. Willis is going to take the top spot. Six down, 2 more to go. Willis, LeCompte, and Blake. Blake here battling with the 29D of Michael Brown. Brown following right there in the shadows in turns 3 and 4. The white flag waves on Howard Willis. Out of turn number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Issue there for the 14D of Blake. He's going to lose a little bit of that ground. Here comes the 23. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Willis being up heat race 3. Jerry LeCompte and Darren Blake going to round out your top 3. The start zone, we are green flag racing. And 1 lap in the books here for your junior sprints on the point. Looking calm, cool, and collected. And Cash Lacomb's going to get there with the 39 of Holly Spake. Spake's going to collect the old tractors. Our back green flag racing. 97 Cash Money. Cash Lacombe is going to go from the back to the front. Timed it very delicately, we shall say. If you blink, you might have missed it, but he did wait to the exit cone before going green around the front row. Cash Lacombe picked up the win here last time that the junior sprints ran at 105 Speedway, so he's going to try to go back-to-back here at 105. Trying to track down Cash Lacombe right now. Easton Harbert and that 17 had a good lead going early on in this one before the caution flag came out. We're going to see if Harbert can get the airplane wound up back on a string and catch up with the 97 of Cash Lacombe. And just across the waiver wire on the news, 97 of Cash Lacombe will be docked a position for the jump start at the next caution or end of race, whichever comes first. And Holly Spake 39 is going to go around the exit of turn number 2. She gets going back again right now as we are 6 down, 2 more to go. Here for your junior sprints. Out front, Cash Money holding on to this race lead. Once again, will be docked one position for a jump start. Joey Getz at the start line. Had him over the line by enough. It doesn't have to be much, but if you're over, you are over. So at the end of this one, as the way it sits right now, the 17 of Easton Harbert will be your heat race winner as the white flag continues to wave. Checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen, on the 97 of Cash Lacombe, Easton Harbert. Hit the start zone, and we are green flag racing for the IMCA Modifieds. Bohannon and Duke are going to be duking it out here on the top spot, and that's going to be a very short-lived fight right there as the 26 of James Bohannon III is going to take your lead on lap number 1. Trying to work that top groove in the 0-1, Derek Scott Jr. Trying to get that car to dig and run that top group on down for the extra momentum. Not going to be there for him. Holding strong at the 26, red and white. Cody Duke. Issues there for the 81 of Chris Gallion. Out. Through 1 and 2, it's still going to be James Bohannon on the point. Donald Mick in the 96 with a good run here in turns 3 and 4. Wheel to wheel, door to door. The exit of turn 4. 26D of Duke's going to hold on to this spot. Crosby, Texas native Donald Mick trying to get that inside groove to work for him here once again in turns 3 and 4. Bringing the middle groove, the Racing Surge finding success is the 26D of Montgomery, Texas, old Cody Duke. Duke's going to move down a little bit on the racing groove in turns 1 and 2, hugging it right around the tires. Going to start catfishing here early in the night. A lot of racing service still left up top to get packed and worked in. Looking to have a nice and wide racing groove here tonight at the 105. As we've got 4 laps down, 4 more to go. The 32 of Jaden Float's going to exit the racing service on lap number 4. As now we are down to 3 cars left out of attrition. Your pole sitter on a Magnolia, Texas, the 26 of James Bohannon III has been lights out here, and this one going to try to close it on out as we've now got 6 in the books and 2 laps remaining. Bohannon trying to set himself up for success in tonight's A main, getting some good movement around this racing service, trying different lines now as the white flag waves on Bohannon. Donald Mick trying to do everything he can to reel in the 26D of Cody Duke, but it's not going to be there for him here in this one. On a turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, James Bohannon III. A nice and slow pace here through turns 3 and 4, and we are green flag racing for the second heat race of our IMCA Modifieds. Welker and Higgins touching right there out of turn number 2. Higgins gets the old chrome horn underneath the 44X of Welker. We'll see if it's going to be no harm, no foul, but right out front, though, Adam James and Kevin Goodwin still battling for this top spot to see who's going to take the point early on. We've got 1 in the book, 7 more to go right now as we are halfway through our second lap, and it is anyone's race up front. Until then, right there, ladies and gentlemen, 83 of Adam James loops it almost, but out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, Welker to the exit of the restart zone, and we are three-way battle for the race lead there momentarily as Higgins is trying to find his way around the outside groove. Higgins has spent a few days hunting gators. 44 of Welker is going to lose it in front of the field. 84E of Goodwin's going to collect just a little bit of damage as they both get lucky and narrowly dodge that one. Good awareness by Goodwin and Higgins there in those top two spots now. It was arguably the same position on the racing surface that Adam James in the 83 had trouble with that began his spin. Turns 3 and 4 brought out our caution. We've now got 4 laps down, 4 more to go. Halfway home right now. 148 of Garrett Higgins trying to do what he can to reel in the 84E of Kevin Goodwin. Goodwin with a good run on the out of 2 down the back chute. James having to get on the binders there to stay out of the 44X of Brandon Welker. Welker almost loses it again there in turns 1 and 2. Track conditions starting to dry out a little bit here for us, but on the brakes again. Welker holding up progress for the 83 of Adam James. And we are back underway in our second IMCA modified heat race of 2. Laps to go right now for the 84E of Kevin Goodwin out of New Caney, Texas. Garrett Higgins trying to charge hard on a new Waverly. Caney versus Waverly. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. White flag waving. What's going to change, if anything at all? Kevin Goodwin holding nice and strong here through turns 1 and 2. Going to try to put it away here in turns 3 and 4. 84 with a big run. And that's going to be Kevin Goodwin. On the top spot, Garrett Higgins and Adam James. Start of the 95, we'll see what's going to happen on that call there. Looked like from up top that he got the gas a little early. Joey gets at the start line. Let's see what's going to come from it as we look to go. 1 lap green in the books. Yes, we will, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes big move. 71, Anthony Ray. Trying to work his way around the 15 of K.D. Howard. Howard was your outside pole sitter here on the initial start. 21 of Dalton Wayne worked his way around quickly on lap number 1. Now here comes a 71 to the outside. He's going to change lines. The Griffith Truck and Equipment. Number 71 of Anthony Ray still holding on to the 4th place spot behind that 15 of K.D. Howard. We know that old Griffith Truck and Equipment sponsor from seeing it on Shannon Tankersley ASCS Sprint Car. And we know what great work that Bruce Griffith and his folks do when it comes to sponsoring race cars. And we can see that fast number 71 getting some run here out of turn 2 down the back chute, trying to gather up the 15 of K.D. Howard. Was in striking distance early. Had to try to capitalize on a mistake. Howard dodged the tire. And 71 of Ray followed in suit, upsetting the car as well. Anthony Ray gets on by the inside groove going into turns 1 and 2. Around the 15 of K.D. Howard as the white flag waves on the 95 of Deuce Chamberlain. Chamberlain working the middle groove here, the racing service through turns 1 and 2 down the back chute. Chamberlain gonna rock the top here in 3 and 4 out of turn 4. Ladies and gentlemen, put it on together for the 95 of Deuce Chamberlain. Down at turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, we are green flag racing here for heat race 2 of your restrictor sprints. Down into turns 1 and 2, Moss is going to go to the top shelf here around the outside of the 5.5 of Connor Chamberlain. Chamberlain's going to hold the groove, and we're going to look to be clean and green here through lap number 1. 7 more to go. Brandon Lucas on the point. Cousin 84. Dalton Moss trying to work his way past the 5.5 of Chamberlain. Not going to be there for him there in turns 1 and 2. But here comes Ryder Wells in the number 24. Wells with a good run on the exit of turn number 4 down the back chute. Ryder Wells, dual sport athlete, plays soccer on a select team and drives a micro sprint here on the weekends that he's not kicking the old soccer ball around the pitch. A little bit of smoke there. Looks to be from the 5.5 of Connor Chamberlain as he enters turns 1 and 2. We'll have to keep an eye on that here as the laps wind down. There it is, showing once again in turns 3 and 4. Brandon Lucas in a 61. Holding on to the bottom groove of the racing surface, not looking back. Here comes the 84 of Dalton Moss to the inside of the 5.5 of Connor Chamberlain for the 3rd place spot. Moss now trying to work to the inside of the 24 of Ryder Wells here in turns 1 and 2. Ryder Wells is also going to be driving in the A-Class 600 tonight. He's going to take the restrictor plate off of the old 24 and run non-wing in the A-Class cars as he gets a little slider on the entrance of turns 1 and 2 by the 84 of Dalton D-Man Moss. So now Brandon Lucas out front and the 61 out of turn 4. White flag wave. Can the Cousins get it done? Going 1-2 in heat race number 2. Connor Chamberlain in the 5.5 gets passed there by the Deegan Wells machine there and the 9D as the caution flag comes out as the check goes to the 61 of Brandon Lucas, followed by the 84 of Dalton Moss and Ryder Wells in the 24. Here in turns 3 and 4, and we are green flag racing in the pure stocks here with the 105. Olin Holder the 4th and Drake Graham going to lead him down into the turns 1 and 2. Sonny Weibel working there with the 47 of Cole Beaver and Nathan Renfro, the 911 trying to find his way around the bottom groove of the racing surface as well. We've got a blanket of cars over the whole field right now. The only one finding a little bit of room is going to be the 22 of Olin Holder the 4th. As we've got 1 in the book, 7 more to go. Sonny Weibel working from side by side, wheel to wheel, door to door with the 47 of Cole Beaver. Beaver's going to get a whole shot. Out of 2 down the back chute, 3 wide in turns 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen. 1H of Brad Hellman's going to get a little tap there from the 725 of JT Garland Debris on the racing service to bring out our caution. Olin Holder the 4th sets them loose, and we are back underway. Little bit of touch and go here. 47 of Colt Beaver is going to go around on his own. And he's going to bring out his own caution. Ford set him loose on the exit. And we are back. Green flag racing. Garland working the outside groove here through turns 1 and 2, reeling it in with a 34 of Drake Graham. Here comes the 911 of Nathan Renfro on the top shelf. Sonny Weibel way high, as well as the 725 of JT Garland opens the door. Hellman's going to get by with a 2-for-1 as well. So right now, Olin Holder the 4th, and then they're going to be the 34 of Drake Graham, Nathan Renfro in your top 1, 2, 3. Brad Hellman moved up into that 4th place spot in the battle here for the 2nd. 3rd place position is going to get interesting as we are now 4 laps down, cross flags halfway home in heat race 1 of the Pure Stocks. Renfro with a run down into turns number 2 on the exit. Not going to be there enough for him. Here comes the 1H of Brad Hellman to the outside line. Sparks fly a little bit off the fenders with the 911 and the 34 black flag warning on the 911 of Nathan Renfro, as he tried to squeeze that machine a little too tight right around the tires it looked to be, as what the call would have been on, as Hellman goes around the outside of the 34 of Graham. Here comes Renfro with a crossover on the exit. Not enough on the exit of turn 4. 2 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Sonny Weibel with a run down to the inside line of the 911 of Nathan Renfro. Here comes Brad Hellman in the 1H. Hellman trying to take the point here on the exit of turn number 4, as the white flag is going to wave for the 22 of Olin Holder the 4th. Holder has been on cruise control, out of sight, out of mind. Now he's going to have to get elbows up here with the 1H of Brad Hellman, going down to the inside line in turns 3 and 4. No one running to give an inch, but both trying to take a mile. Is the checkered flag for the 22 of Olin Holder the 4th. And on the transponder list, it has Renfro getting by there on the 34 of Graham, as Graham and Butler out of the turn number 4 takes the lead early. Drayton Graham of the Trip Zero squeezed, running out of room here. Now we're going to have to battle with the 45 of William Cribbs through turns 3 and 4, as we are now one lap in the books. Green flag conditions stay as we are clean and green through lap number 1. Here comes charging hard. Looks to be the 21 there of Austin Crocker down the back chute, working there with a 21K of Taylor King. Now big move for the 45 of William Cribbs. For some reason, I cannot read tonight. 45, William Cribbs into the 3rd place position. Drayton Graham and the Trip Zero trying to work his way around the inside of the 21 of Austin Crocker out of New Caney, Texas. Crocker looking to the inside groove here for the 3rd place position with a 45 of William Cribbs. Cribbs holding on, holding strong. Crocker getting up to that quarter panel, though. Down the front stretch we go. Holding on, holding strong. 191, though, of April Butler out of Cleveland, Texas, with a little bit of a gap here on 2nd place spot right now. That's the 21K of Taylor King. Taylor King transponder not reading there for the 2-1K. Can't give you the exact split time on that right there for the differential between 1st and 2nd, but we can just roughly say we're about 4 lengths back here for the 2-1K. Out of turn number 4 we go, as it's 2 laps to go, as the 21 of Austin Crocker right on the back bumper on the 45 of William Cribbs down the back chute. Front stretch. Now down the back stretch we go. Drayton Graham reeling in the 21 of Austin Crocker. 3-way battle now for the 3rd place position as the white flag waves on the 191 of April Butler. Cribbs trying to hold on, hold strong with the 21 of Austin Crocker. New Caney trying to come down here into Cleveland, Texas, and upset the 45 of William Cribbs out of this 3rd place position. And ladies and gentlemen, turn 3 and 4, battle for the race lead, but not going to be enough. 191 of April Butler gets it done. Hold your breath on the start, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got the 600 micros coming at you. Trying to be clean and green here through lap number 1. Yes, we will. Chuck Dunlap on the 41 is going to hold on to that top spot. Good battle here for the 2nd and 3rd position right now. Getting that car rotated. Lawrence Mann Jr., 29M. Here comes the 24K of Kendall Gillo, double L. And update right there. Bash Ferguson, number 91, picked up 2 spots on that last lap. So late update there on the transponder, but Bash Ferguson now in your 2nd place spot. As we are 4 laps down, cross flags halfway home. Lawrence Mann Jr., 29M, holding strong. We've got one around here, and that's going to be the 43K of Kevin Johnson on the front stretch. Flag racing. Big move here by Bash Ferguson, trying to rock the top in turns 1 and 2 around Chuck Dunlap. Not going to be there right now in 1 and 2. Trying to get in 3 and 4. Banging it off the cushion, 91, Bash Ferguson. Or should we say he's bashing it off the cushion here tonight. And a turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, 2 to go here. Bash Ferguson, Chuck Dunlap, Lawrence Mann Jr. in the 29M, 1, 2, 3. Bash Ferguson trying to hold on. White flag next time by Chuck Dunlap, not giving this one up in the 41 as we've got 1 more lap. And 4 more turns here around the quarter-mile high banks of 105 Speedway. Going to the bottom group of the racing service there. Turns 1 and 2 is going to be Chuck Dunlap. Closing hard is the 29M of Lawrence Mann. Mann Jr. is going to cross over in the exit of turn 4. Picking it up, Bash Ferguson in the top spot. And Lawrence Mann Jr. is going to take second away from Chuck Dunlap at the stripe. Ladies and gentlemen, we are green flag racing, heat race number 2. After 1, 17G of Isaiah Garcia, Mike Walling, Patrick Lundy, 1, 2, and 3. This one here is going to be a shootout for your top 2 cars. Both Garcia and Walling are no stranger to victory lane. And both drivers know the quarter-mile high bank, the 105 Motor Speedway, very well. Mike Walling with a big charge of steam in turns 3 and 4. As also the battle for the 3rd place spot continues to heat up with Alex Karpovics trying to work his way around the 10 of Patrick Lundy. Karpovics is going to work his way around the outside groove of turns 3 and 4 on Lundy's number 10. And now back to the front. Isaiah Garcia to the inside groove. Mike Walling going to look down to the inside. Not going to be a slider for him as Garcia is going to block the middle groove of the racing service in 3 and 4. Garcia has the line that Mike Walling wants. He's quick off the bottom, out of 2 down the back chute. Walling not having enough room to try to the slider in 3 and 4 either, but he's going to be right on the heels on the 17G of Isaiah Garcia. Points leader in the 29M out of Baytown, Texas, Mike Walling. To the outside line, here comes Garcia charging back hard. Garcia's going to go to the bottom. Walling's going to shut the door. White flag waving on the 29W of Mike Walling. Caution flag's going to come out. Point green, white, checkered finish in heat race number 2. Harlingen, Texas native. Isaiah Garcia on the point, Baytown. Mike Walling going to try to change it right here in turns 3 and 4 to the white flag we go. We're going to have ourselves a shootout. Out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be good because out of turn 2, it's going to be Garcia. Walling with a big head of steam in turns 3 and 4 is going to have to hold that outside line. Not going to be there. 17G, Isaiah Garcia. Mike Walling in the 2nd spot, and the 5-4 of Leland in 3rd. Micro sprints, and we are green out of turn 4. Caution flag going to come out. Jace Alvarez in the 27 trying to work the outside groove here through turns 1 and 2. Not going to be there for him. He's going to stay right there in that fourth place position as he started. Second row outside, up into the marbles a little bit there. Gathers it back up. That's the 19 of Caden Trotter. Trotter trying to trot his way around the top of the racing surface. He gathers it back up, gets the groove going for him once again as we are now down 2 laps, 6 more in the books. Cameron Tankersley looking to the inside of Chad Igas. Down the back chute, not going to be there for him. Going to try it once again in turns 3 and 4. Tankersley to the bottom groove of the racing surface, not going to be there. Holding the spot, getting some distance. 110, Brandon Igas. Battle for the third place spot may get interesting here with the 19 of Caden Trotter and the 27 of Jace Alvarez. Alvarez working the top groove here in turns 3 and 4. Trotter working the middle groove of the racing service in 3 and 4. Trotter was running the top groove all the way up towards the marbles, up where a cushion would be building, but he decided to drop down a little bit. Didn't like running up there anymore in turns 1 and 2. Goes to the top in 3 and 4. Works for him as he's going to get a great run off the top of turn number 4 down the front stretch into turn number 1. Out of Richmond, Texas, Jayton Brown takes the 2 to go. Caution flag going to come out on the backstretch. 4, Jayton Brown leads them down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2. They must start single file. They can't pass before the cone, hit the cone, dug down beneath the cone, and they will be docked. 2 positions at the next caution or the end of the race, whichever comes first. Round of the top shelf goes. Once again, number 19 of Caden Trotter's white flag's going to wave there on the 11A of Jayton Brown. Jayton Brown put a fast lap down of a 15.441. 15441 for Jayton Brown. Checkered flag waving. 11A, Jayton Brown. Followed by Sean Wilkins and Caden Trotter, top 1, 2, and 3. Out of turn number 4. Ethan Cossey is going to make a big run here to the outside of turns 1 and 2. Plank's going to be down on the inside the 143K. Here comes Bumgardner in the 127B. Bumgardner going to lock it around the tires here with the inside of the 143 of Plank. Down the front stretch we go. Seals trying to find a way around to the 193. 193 will get by the 143 of Plank. Down in turns 1 and 2. Down the back chute we go. It's going to be all Olin Holder, the 4th right now, out front in the 39, followed by the 12 of Ethan Cossey and the 127 of Brent Bumgardner, rounding out your top 3. Here comes the 193 of Seals. Issues for the 127 of Bumgardner. So he's going to push way high in turns 1 and 2. And he's going to dart up to the wall again in turns 3 and 4. Might have a broken shock or something there on that right front because he wasn't pushing earlier, and it seems to have it gathered back up there in turns 1 and 2, maybe not, but right now back up front, Ethan Cossey in the number 12, trying to roll on and roll strong here with the 39 of Olin Holder, the 4th. Holder has Cossey right now by 0.8 of a second. Cossey trying to gather things back up for him here right now. Fastest lap so far after 6 laps is going to go to, double check here, Olin Holder with a 16.997, 16997. Bumgardner with a big fast exit off the racetrack under green, leaving a cloud of cloud of dust like we're out here at Lubbock trying to walk across campus at Texas Tech in the middle of a dust storm. Olin Holder the 4th holds on to this lead right now as we are white flag waving, checkered flag coming at you. Out of turn number 4, 39 of Olin Holder the 4th. Followed by Ethan Cossey in the 12 and the 193 of Philip Seals to round out your 1, 2, 3. clean and green through lap number 1. On the point right now, Daniel Seals on the 129. Michael Brown here on the chase in the 29M, but here comes the 5X of William Jones with the 4 of Kenneth Montgomery. Montgomery going to look down to the inside of the 5X of William Jones in turns 3 and 4. Not going to be there for Montgomery, but he's going to close the gap right now, 3/10. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, battle shaping up right now. Michael Brown of the 29M slowing down off the pace a little bit, 5X. So William Jones opens the door. Here comes the 4 of Kenneth Montgomery. 5X gets on by the 29M, as does the 4 of Kenneth Montgomery. Crossing underneath Montgomery's the 29M of Michael Brown. Roy Breimer in the number 29M, not Michael Brown. Again, mentioned it earlier, I can't read tonight. 91 issues for Huff there down the back chute. Gathers it back up. We do stay clean and green here through lap number 5. 3 laps to go right now for the 129 of Daniel Seals out of Shepherd, Texas. Seals going to take the white flag here. I lied. I can't count either tonight. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that we are racing and having a great time here at the 105 Motor Speedway in Cleveland, Texas. Now out of turn number 4, 129 of Daniel Seals out of Shepherd, Texas is going to look for the white flag and 1 more lap and 4 more corners around the quarter-mile high banks here in Cleveland, Texas. It has been all Daniel Seals so far. Seals has put down a fastest lap right now of a 17024 for Daniel Seals. As on a turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Seals picks up heat race number 2, followed by William Jones in the 5X and the 4 of Kenneth K. Mo Montgomery. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, hold your breath and jump to the left. We've been a little dicey here a little bit so far in the stock cars tonight, so we're going to try to let them get a little shake of their own and let them get settled in the groove a little bit. Right now in the groove in the 14K, Kenneth Jessup Jr. on the point as we've got 2 laps down, 6 more to go, but here comes JT Garland in the number 99. Garland's going to work the crossover here out of turn number 2 down the back chute. We go. It's going to get up to the quarter panel. Can he get the door? Not enough. It's still going to be the 14K with the corner, Kenneth Jessup Jr. Out of turn 4, holding on, holding strong at the line. JT Garland in the 99 is going to pick up the top spot. Trying to work his way to the front, the 50, Josh Ellender back under the wheel of his own machine. Been letting the Justin Johnson man drive that old ride there for him. He's working with a 5K of Moffitt Kuhn here for this 3rd place position with a Wyatt Bohannon 26 right on the heels of the 50, as we've got ourselves a great battle here for the 3rd place position. Moffitt Kuhn down to the bottom group of the racing service. Here comes the 50 of Josh Ellender. Ellender trying to get around that inside line when that door opens up, but can't tip his cap and walk on through. Trying to set him up for the old bump and run. Gets him a little extra run here. Down the backstretch we go. Moffitt Kuhn to the inside of the 14K, down the back street into turns 3 and 4. It's going to be all 14K of Jessup, but he's got a charge coming behind him. Kenneth Jessup Jr. Here comes Josh Ellender to the inside of Moffitt Kuhn. Not going to be there enough as Wyatt Bohannon in the 26, applying pressure to the back of the 50 of Ellender as well as the white flag waves on the 99 of JT Garland. Garland on an island alone with nothing but his thoughts here and this one. 16.780 last lap there for the 99 of JT Garland. 1.6780 as we are getting a little touch and go. Slice and dice. Kenneth Jessup takes out the 5 of Moffitt Kuhn, and Ellender is going to take out the 14K of Jessup. Oh boy, as the checkered flag waves, that's going to be, let's see, as it finishes right now, Ellender in 2nd and Bryant in 3rd. And we're going to number 4, Junior Sprint Racing. The green flag is up and the hammer is down. The little kids are going to see who's going to be fastest. Woo! Bragging rights right now, and all of a sudden, To the front goes Cash Money Lacombe, looking for some change on lap number 1. Holly Spake in the 39 made a quick whip there from that second row. And we've got ourselves a good three-way battle. Anyone could take it out front at the moment. One of the big benefits here for this junior sprint class is getting a feel for open wheel racing, where they work their way up into a restrictor sprint and then ultimately into the 600 micro sprint A class. And as anyone knows with racing, every lap counts behind the wheel. '39 of Holly Spake caught that tractor tire in turn 3 and 4 during the heat race. Gathered it on back up, finished it out, and here we are, making her way right now into the second place spot of tonight's feature, holding on and holding strong there in that third place position, trying to work their way is the number 4 of David Spencer. Spencer started here in the back of the pack. And right now only 0.8 of a second behind your second place spot of the 39 of Holly Spake. Holly Spake keeps going. That old tractor tire came back around and haunted her. She keeps it back going. Green flag stays out. Caution flag stays away. Right now, Cash Money Lacombe on the point right now. Here we are, 8 laps down of the 15 scheduled distance. I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for came together and donated for our supplies drive for all of those affected by Hurricane Ida. That now 600 sprint car staff trailer is chock full of items getting delivered over there to Louisiana this week. I want to thank you all again for your contributions, helping out our brothers and sisters to our east in the good old Bayou State of the Boot. As right now trying to work the boot and go faster and faster. Here's the 97 of Cash Lacombe. His fastest lap so far here has been on lap number 2, though. Got it early on and settled into a pace with an 18.516, 18516 there for Cash Money Lacombe out of League City, Texas. White flag waving, ladies and gentlemen. Checkered flag next time by for the 97 of Cash Money Lacombe. Going back-to-back here at 105 Motor Speedway on a turn 4. Make some noise, Cash Lacombe. Second spot here is going to be the 4 there of David Spencer. Third place spot tonight, the 39 is going to be Miss Holly Spake. 1, 2, and 3. race here in turns 3 and 4, and we are green flag racing in the limited modifieds here at the 105. Down into turns 1 and 2 we go. Here comes Jerry LeCompte working the top side of the racing service in the 34G, but here comes Howard Willis in the 23, down to the inside of the 45 of Joe Butler Sr. Down through turns 3 and 4. Crossover move for the 16G above the Gates through the middle of the field. Gates with a good run right around the bottom. Here comes Gates in the 16G inside of the 34 of Jerry LeCompte. Now a back shoot here around out your top 5. We do stay clean and green, 2 laps down, 18 more to go here in the limited modified. Aiming on the point 164 is going to be Mr. Jason Downey right now. Issues there on a turn 4 for the 3T of Robert Carson. He's going to drop several spots. Matt Castle trying to work there. 29D of Mike Brown there with 41 of Chad Hughes down the back chute. Here comes, ladies and gentlemen, the 14D of Darren Blake to the inside. We're going to tangle him out here with Matt Castle and Michael Brown out of turn 4. No harm, no foul. They keep going. Howard Willis to the inside of your race leader, the 164 of Jason Downey right now. Not going to be there on the exit of turn number 4 down the front stretch. Caution comes out of 2 down the back chute. Restart out of turn 4. Downey going to try to hold off the charge with Howard Willis, Joe Butler Sr. and 16 of Bubba Gates. Last time we raced Bubba Gates in the 16G and the Howard Willis 23 put on one heck of a show. We're going to see how that's going to shape up here tonight, and that battle will continue right now. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door. At the flag stand, it's going to be Downey with Howard behind him by 0.06 of a second. And the 34 is going to come out for the caution's going to come out for the 34G of Jerry LeCompte. Tight, here we are back, green flag racing. Tim Boudreau in the 42 with a good start there. Out of 4 down the front stretch, picks up several spots. 3 wide here momentarily with Bridges, Butler Sr. and Gates. Gates to the inside line, gives him the groove going into turns 3 and 4. No harm, no foul. 14D of Darren Blake on the move up 5 spots. Issues for the 41 of Chad Hughes trying to get his way into the infield out of 2 down the back chute. We do stay clean and green. Chad Hughes off on lap number 5. Here comes 16G Bubba Gates to the inside of the 45 of Joe Butler Sr. Sr. going to the top side here through turns 3 and 4. Multiple grooves being shown here as he's going to work wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door with the 16G of Bubba Gates. Gates staying locked down to the bottom groove of the racing surface through turns 1 and 2. Gates with a whole shot. Out of 2 down the back chute we go. Joe Butler Sr. using every inch. He's going to cross over. They're going to door slam each other. Gates not happy with Joe Butler. Butler off the pace in turns 1 and 2. In some sports they say the ball doesn't lie, but in that case the car doesn't lie on that instance. You hate to see it, but that's how it shakes out. 16G above Gates gets going once again here, working now with the 42 machine of Tim Boudreau. Boudreau driving for the Zane Goff camp here, working the outside of the 16G of Bubba Gates. Skeeter Kulikowski in the 21K with a good run here with the J23 of Joel Garcia. Laps in the books right now, 9 more to go. As man method legend Howard Willis continues to lead this one here in dominant fashion, but currently out of turn 4 is Joe Butler. And the transponder is no longer reading for the 45 of Joe Butler Sr., so I can't give you a lap time on that at the moment. But here comes the 46 of Randy Bridges to the inside of Joe Butler Sr. Not going to be there on the exit of turn mistake. Once again, I've said it before tonight, I can't read. 45 Joe Butler Sr. is lapped after the incident with the 16G above the gates, losing power, gathering it back up. So right now, Randy Bridges in the 46 is your current second place spot. Out of turn 4 is Bridges, and he is 3.775, 3.775 there. 46 of Randy Bridges behind the 23 of Howard Willis. Willis now has another lap car between he and the 46 of Bridges. Blue flag with a yellow stripe coming out. That's the old move over flag. Means there's a race going on here tonight, and you are not in it. Willis trying to work his way through lap traffic nice and carefully here. Jared Kelly is the next one on the crosshairs as Jerry LeCompte there in the 34 works with the 46R of Lynn Reynolds. Reynolds has dropped 12 spots here from his initial starting position in tonight's A main, and Jerry LeCompte right now picking up 11 spots. So right now, he is currently one of the top guys to be moving up. As Darren Blake, though, started 21st, currently running now in the third place position. He's moved up 18 spots for that 14D of Darren Blake. White flag waves on the man, myth and legend, Howard Willis. Your leader, out of turn number 2, down the back chute. Works the middle groove of the racing surface here through turns 3 and 4. Comes down around the bottom. Put it together. Howard Willis. Followed by Randy Bridges in the 46, and right behind him in the 14D, Darren Blake picks up your third place spot. Blake finished only 7/10 of a second behind Bridges after making his way up from the 21st starting position. Ladies and gentlemen, on turn 4, we are green flag racing, checkered flag chasing in the IMCA Modifieds. Way loose is the 83 of James in front of the entire field in turns 1 and 2. 6 was docked for the jump start. Didn't get back in line, lights were out. And we're gonna go green. We'll just chalk this one up to one of those instances back in kindergarten when you don't follow instructions. As we are now clean and green through lap number 1. Garrett Higgins on the point, Goodwin on the chase, and here comes the 81 of Chris Gowdy and Derek Scott in the 01 working 3 wide here with the 44X of Brandon Welker. E of Kevin Goodwin going in way sideways around the bottom of 3 and 4 to protect that bottom groove. But here comes the 01 of Derek Scott to the inside of the 81 of Chris Gallion. Adam James to the infield here on lap number 3. Great battle here with Derek Scott. Issues for Chris Gallion. Something broke on that 81 going into 3. Out of turn number 4, we are back underway with the IMCA mods. Goodwin in the 84E locks the bottom down, trying to find a way around. The 44X is going to be the 26 of Bohannon, not going to find a way around there in turns 1 and 2, gathering it back up. We do see clean and green here on the restart lap as we've now got 3 down, 17 more to go. Derek Scott in the 01 makes it on by the 84E of Kevin Goodwin. Tangled up there was the 26 of Bohannon and the 00 of Buster Dean. Dean looks to sit, waits for the caution to come out. Single file restart next time. Here we are out of turn 4, and we are back green flag racing in the IMCA mod. Going to try to finish it out. Derek Scott in the 01 hugging the bottom, trying to find his way around with a line for the 148 of Garrett Higgins. 44E of Kevin Goodwin, 44X of Brandon Welker going way high in turns 1 and 2, gathers it back up, look out of shape. Might have been the line he wanted, only he will know. Chris Gallion in the 81 trying to go top down here in turns 1 and 2. Works there with the 26 of Cody Duke. Slides on by. Takes the corner advantage. Here comes the 96 to the outside line. They're going to touch Gallion and the 96 machine of Donald. And here we are restarting once again here in IMCA Mods. 84E of Kevin Goodwin. Not giving Derek Scott the 01 any room going into turns 1 and 2. Here comes the 81 of Chris Gallion charging hard. Bottom groove of the racing surface, catfishing down the river in the 148 of Garrett Higgins. 7 laps down, 13 more to go. 84E, Kevin Goodwin. Not sure from this perspective where I'm sitting here in the press box if he had help from the 81 of Gallion. Loose once again, Derek Scott in the 01, hungry. Chris Gallion in the 81 to the inside of the 01 of Derek Scott Jr. in 3 and 4. Battle for the second place spot. 0.2 of a second separated Gallion from Scott at the flag stand. Turn 4 to the flag stand, 148 of Higgins. Leads them here at the stripe. We are cross flags, finally halfway home. Caution comes out. We are once again, 84E goes to the trailer. Higgins, Scott Gallion 1, 2, and 3 right now, trying to round this one out. 12 down in the books, 8 more to go. Derek Scott with a good run here in turns 1 and 2. Can he get the drive out of 2 down the back chute? Not going to be there. The drive out of 2 has got Garrett Higgins rolling nice and smooth as Derek Scott rolls in some real estate with Garrett Higgins. At the flag stand, 27 of a second between first and second. Derek Scott, hungry. Mentioned it before. He is hungry. He started 9th. He's worked his way up to the second place position. Waiting for an opportunity to strike for the 148 of Garrett Higgins out front, trying to hold on to this one. Down, 5 more to go. Higgins, Scott, and Gallion 1, 2, and 3. Right now, Chris Gallion has the fastest lap time with a 16.937, 16.937 for Chris Gallion there on lap 15. As Gallion is starting to get something working for him in his direction. Three-way battle continuing to heat up for the race lead. Here comes Derek Scott in the 01 looking to the inside. He's going to give some pressure to the 148 of Garrett Higgins. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a great finish with 3 laps to go. Eric Scott closing in, only 15 tenths separated on this lap. How will it shake out right now? He's going to drop a little bit as we are now 2 laps to go, but Garrett Higgins holding on, holding strong, keeping Derek Scott in the E01 at bay as we now roll out of turn 4. Taking the white flag, ladies and gentlemen, 1 more lap and 4 more turns. Can Garrett Higgins hold on in the 148? Derek Scott in the E01 is going to throttle up quick here in turns 1 and 2. Gets to that inside quarter panel on the exit, not going to be enough. Drives it in deep, gets underneath him to the tire. They're going to touch momentarily, shutting the door, locking the deadbolt. 148 of Garrett Higgins picks up your IMCA. Amen. We are green flag racing for the restrictor sprints here at the 105. Anthony Ray there in the 71 on the bottom, working with the 9D of Deegan Lells. All drivers working the bottom group here, the racing surface through lap number 1. 20 laps is our distance after 1. Most, Lucas, Chamberlain, 1, 2, 3. Here comes Ryder Wells in the 24 with the 21 of Dalton Wayne. Around the outside line, not going to be there for Ryder Wells in the 24, but the 9D of Deegan Wells takes the opportunity to go 2 for 1, moving into that 4th place spot right now. Wells going to look down to the bottom of the inside of turns 3 and 4 here with the 21 of Dalton Wayne. Slide job in turns 3 and 4, spot advantage 24, Ryder Wells. Deegan Lells in the 9D started P7 inside of row number 4, knocking on the door. Battle for the 3rd place spot. Works on by the 95 of Deuce Chamberlain. Ryder Wells in the 24 with a big run out of 2 down the back chute. He's going to slide on front of the 95 of Chamberlain through turns 3 and 4, spot advantage 24. Ryder Wells moving up. Wells now cracks into the top 4 after starting P6, so he's going to pick up 2 spots as well, with Lells picking up several spots right here early on in this one. And we are easy math. Lells picks up 4 spots here so far in this bout as the 84 of Dalton Moss begins to work lap traffic, reeling him in. 61, Brandon Lucas. Lucas trying to follow him there through lap traffic. Brandon Lucas around the bottom. Dalton Moss trying to hold on, hold strong. 10 laps down, cross flags halfway home. The Cousins went 1-2 in their heat race. Will they go 1-2 in the feature? Only time will tell, as we've got 9 laps left in this 20-lap bout here in our restrictor sprints. Both cars in the top 2 spots coming out of the Lucas Speed Factory. We know the name around the 600s, old Jacob Lucas. Knows a little bit, about a thing or two, and he doesn't work for Farmers. Bump it up, bum. That's not an advertisement. I don't have their insurance. 84 right now, holding on, holding strong. Dalton Moss trying to reel them in, though. Deegan Lells in that 9D, currently in that 3rd place spot. Picked up 4 positions, and now Lells is only 85 tenths of a second behind 2nd place of Brandon Lucas, 0.857. To be exact, for the 9D of Deegan Lells as the laps begin to wind down. 15 in the books, 5 more to go. Deegan Lells, 4/10 now behind Brandon Lucas in the 61, currently in the second place spot. 71 gets a little dicey on the exit of turn 4, gathers it back up, no harm, no foul. We get back on the racing surface. Brandon Lucas now working with lap traffic there. That is the 70 machine of Cheyenne Lane here through turns 3 and 4. Spot advantage of that 61 of Brandon Lucas. Most, Lucas, Lells, 1, 2, and 3. Two laps to go right now. Coming out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is, white flag waving for the 84 of Dalton Moss. Deegan Lells closing once again here on the 61 of Brandon Lucas through turns 1 and 2. Lucas with a great run on a 2 down the back chute. Not enough there for Lells. Battle for the second place spot. Won't heat up, but stays hot. Start to finish. 84 Dalton D-Man Moss picks up your restrictor. A-Main. Here we are, green flag on a turn 4, Olin over the 4th. April Butler gets to the lead through turns 1 and 2. Can we stay clean and green through lap number 1? Hold your breath, turn to the left. Yes, we will. Sonny Weibel working here with the 45 of Cribbs. Cribbs going to the outside here through turns 1 and 2. Cribbs making it work in the middle groove of the racing surface. Majority of the cars staying to the bottom though. So we're going to see how this one is going to continue to shake out right now as we are 3 down, 17 more to go for your race through the 191, April Butler. Of Austin Crocker trying to peek to the inside of the 911 of Nathan Renfro here through turns 3 and 4. Not going to be there for him. Going to have to gather it back up and regroup. Out of the groove is a 34 that allows the 21K of King and 69S of Weibel to get on by. They 2 for 1. 5 down, 15 more to go right now in your pure stock A-Main here from 105 Motor Speedway. 34 Drake Graham. Having a little bit of handling issues. Here comes a 45 of Cribbs working with Graham to the inside of turns 3 and 4 is the Renfro in the 911 to the 45. .34 Drake Graham having an issue or pushing. One of the two. We'll see what happens here through turns 3 and 4. Doesn't push in 3 and 4, there may just be a plague working him here in turns 1 and 2. There's a plague right there working him there. The 21 of Austin Crocker gives him a little bit of a door going into the turn 1 and 2. We'll see how Drake Graham's going to handle that, gather it back up as laps continue to wind down. 8 in the books, 16 more to go for April Butler in the 191 out front on the point. Butler trying to go flag to flag here tonight in their A-Main. Brad Hellman in the 1H trying to work that inside groove in the 22 of Olin Holder, the 4th out of Alvin, Texas. Brad Hellman sticking to the tractor tires right around the bottom. And a turn number 2. The 45, William Cribbs with the 911 of Nathan Renfro and Austin Crocker. Battle for the 6th place position. Inside line is Renfro. Cribs to the outside. Renfro down to the inside line. Austin Crocker trying to follow right around the bottom. Here comes a 7-2-5 of J.T. Garland trying to get around the pack, battling for the 6th place position. Renfro throws it in hard to turns 1 and 2, drives it in deep around the bottom. Going to be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door with the 45 of Cribs out of 2 down the back chute. Corner advantage is going to go to the inside line of the 911 of Nathan Renfro. Through turns 3 and 4, at the stripe, it's going to be way close. 11 hundredths of a second between Renfro and Cribs. Cribs had the position at the line out of 2 down the backstretch. It's going to be all Nathan Renfro there in the 6th place spot. Austin Crocker with a love tap there from the 21 to the 911 of Renfro. .725 of J.T. Garland works the outside groove of the 21 of Austin Crocker. Up front, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the battle for the race lead down the back chute. 22, Olin Holder the 4th. Within striking distance, Brad Hellman to the inside of Olin Holder the 4th through turns 3 and 4. Not going to be there. Smoke pouring out from the 21K of Taylor King. Sonny Weibel's going to work his way around that 14K of Taylor King. For the 4th place position, King going to drop back here to the top 5. As Olin Holder the 4th charges hard at the inside with a 191 of April Butler. 725 of J.T. Garland tags the 21 of Austin Crocker. Collecting the 45 of Cribs. To go April Butler with a restart on a turn 4. Here we are, drag race to turn 1. Brad Hellman's going to get the outside line here with the 22 of Olin Holder the 4th in the mix. 911 with a good run here. Out of 2 down the back chute to the outside of the 22 of Olin Holder the 4th. .69F to the inside is going to use up the 911 around the bottom groove of the racing surface. 18 down, 2 more in the books. Renfro looking to cross over to the inside. White flag waving on the 191 of April Butler. Out of turn 4, checkered flag, 191, April Butler, Brad Hellman, Olin Holder the 4th, 1, 2, 3. Flag racing, this time by out of turn number 4. The green is up and the hammer is down. It is showtime in the micro sprint A main. Big move by the 17G of Isaiah Garcia. Jump to the front, turns 1 and 2 right around the bottom groove of the racing surface. We do get 1 lap in the books. We are clean and green through lap number 1. Here comes Bash Ferguson back to the inside. 29W Rawlins going to push on the exit of turn number 2. Gathers back up down the back chute. Working now with the 29M of Lawrence Mann here through turns 3 and 4. It's going to be the 29W of Walling. Jayton Brown in the 11A working now to the inside of Walling here through turns 1 and 2. Big battles here up to the top front of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, early in this one. Walling going to the higher groove of the racing surface is going to rock the top around the 11A of Jayton Brown. Crosshair set on the 91 of Bash Ferguson. Caution flag is going to come out in turns 3 and 4. Lights around, flag restart here. Garcia sets him down into turn number 1. Squirrely a little bit here in the exit of turn number 2. They gather it back up. 19 of Caden Trotter trying to work the bottom groove of the racing surface here through turns 1 and 2. Gets the inside line. Drag race down to turn number 3. Trotter has a slight advantage around the bottom groove of the racing surface. Trotter will take the spot from the 41 of Chuck Dunlap. 72 Alex Karpovics works his way also right on by. Ferguson with a big run down to the inside of Jayton Brown. Brown going to try to look back down to the inside. Not going to be there for Jayton Brown. And the 11A, Bash Ferguson, all on his own for the third place position. Lawrence Mann working the inside groove of the racing service. Gets on by the 91 of Bash Ferguson. Jayton Brown, 11A. Ferguson and Jayton Brown touching there. And caution flag comes out for one around the tires in turn number 3. Isaiah Garcia. Jayton Brown with a big run into turn number 3. Here comes the 29 of Mike Walling as well, charging for the race lead. Walling's going to go to the outside here through turns 1 and 2. He and Garcia are going to be wheel to wheel. In turns 1 and 2, Garcia's going to get the whole shot out of 2 down the back chute. Walling is faster in turns 3 and 4. Garcia's going to have to protect and be cautious. Flags halfway home, 10 down. Your race leader in turn number 4 coming to the stripe, going to make it 11 down, 9 more to go. Jug Dunlap from the 41 trying to work with that 72 around the bottom of turns 1 and 2. That's going to be Alex Karpovics. Not going to be there. 1 to the infield. .14 laps down in the books. 25 is the total distance. Jayton Brown and .17 laps in the books. Trying to finish this one out, it has been Garcia from the point, inside of road number 2, starting P3. Trying to go flag to flag for the 17G of Isaiah Garcia. He took the lead in turns 1 and 2 and has not looked back. Been fighting off the 11A of Jayton Brown, and Brown now dealing with the 29W of Mike Walling through turns 3 and 4 as Brown got by Walling moments ago. Do apologize on a break there. Had to change the old batteries in the microphone. Kept cutting out as we are now 5 laps to go for the 17G of Isaiah Garcia down into turns 1 and 2. Working his way now with lap traffic. Isaiah Garcia trying to be careful here through lap traffic, good vision. Trying to be patient, wait for the hole to move around the outside. He's going to work there with the 24 of Ryder Wells and the 10 of Patrick Lundy. On the binders, trying to catch on up. Here comes Mike Walling in the 29W. Lap traffic has slowed Jayton Brown down just a moment. White flag waving for your race leader on a turn number 4, 17G, Harlingen, Texas. Isaiah Garcia on a 2 down the back chute. Garcia going to lock it around the bottom of the tires once more through turns 3 and 4. Final turn, final time, 17G, Isaiah Garcia. Pena, here we go, green. .129 of Philip Seals off the pace here. To the outside, gets shuffled back through turns 1 and 2. Battle for the race lead. JT Garland at the stripe. Has it from the 39 of Olin Holder, the 4th on lap number 1. Holder was only 0.08 of a second behind JT Garland. One around, that's a 1:16 of James Bryant. Brings down our caution down the backstretch. JT Garland leads them on a turn number 4, and we are green. Flag racing on the restart. William Jones looking down to the inside. We're going to be tangling there. 91 of James Huff gets lucky. Boy, howdy. It's around, here we are back underway in your back restock. A-Main Garland on the point. Here comes the 129 of Daniel Seals to the outside, wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door with the 39 machine of Olin Holder, the 4th. Here comes big move for the 193 of Philip Seals. Seals and Seals rubbing on each other in turn number 4. Ethan Cossey in number 12 gets on by as Ellender trying to find his way around the bottom groove of the racing surface. .143 tags the 14K of Jessup. We do not stay green as he parks it. Are back underway. 193 of Philip Seals is going to dive down to the bottom groove of the racing surface. I see he goes around and gets tagged by the 29 of Michael Brown. JT Garland trying to hold on as he's got a lot of laps left here in this one. .193 of Philip Seals trying to charge hard on the outside line. Here comes the 5X of Jones. William Jones, 5X to the inside of the 193 of Seals. At the line, Philip Seals is going to hold off William Jones by 0.09 of a second. Jones charging hard to the inside line for the 3rd place spot out of 2 down the back chute. Jones is going to give the spot up, the corner advantage to the 193 of Seals through turns 3 and 4 as we do stay clean and green here after the restart. .24 here towards the back in the 8th place spot. Robert Jessup trying to work around the inside line of Moffitt Kuhn and the number 5. 5K Moffitt Kuhn to the outside. Here comes the 24 Robert Jessup. 127 of Bumgardner trying to follow suit out of 2 down the back chute. It's only going to be Jessup getting on by the 5K of Kuhn. Kuhn's going to get to the inside corner panel. They're going to touch. No harm, no foul. They keep it gathered up. Bumgardner out of shape there. Issues for him in the 127. Get freight train there by the 77 of Pena and Montgomery. Laps in the books, and ladies and gentlemen, we have one that looks to give up the ghost in turns 3 and 4. 5X of William Jones. Color of the smoke, we will go, whoa, caution out, 99 around. Here we are back underway. The 99 of JT Garland will maintain his starting position on the front. Officials decided to give him his spot back after getting into the oil that was dropped from a 5X of William Jones. We have laps beginning to wind down. 13 now coming on to 14 laps down. JT Garland on the point. Olin Holder the fourth, trying to hold on with a 193 of Philip Seals. Charging hard to the 39 of Olin Holder the fourth. Down, 4 more to go. Garland, Holder, Seals, Ellender, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. .193 of Philip Seals trying to get to that inside groove of Olin Holder the fourth. Not going to be there for him. As we are now 2 laps to go for your factory stock A main. JT Garland out front. Olin Holder the fourth. Philip Seals, Daniel Seals, Josh Ellender. Ellender with pressure now from the 24 of Robert Jessup. Jessup picking up 10 spots, started 16th. Trying to crack into the groove a little bit more into the top 5. Your race leader, ladies and gentlemen, from the bottom of turn 4. And the number 99, JT Garland.